नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि.
Nityanandam, and welcome back to one more very exciting satsang, in which once again we're going to reveal the next level of Shakti, the next level of Sadashiva's superpowers being revealed to the world now through so many bodies. Probably some of you already know, most of you in this hall, probably many of you around the world, know Mahayogini, Ma Nitya Mahayogananda, who's standing here with me now. She's a Shri Mahant of the Nityananda order and heads the yogic sciences, especially the branch called Mahayoga, which refers to all the Shaktis, all the powers Swamiji is initiating us to express. Now, for so long, for quite a while, we would regularly see solid objects like gemstones, rudrakshas, deities, and much more materialized by Swamiji through her body. Over the last couple of days, we've seen something unimaginable, unprecedented, really a breakthrough for the entire world. And that's similar objects materializing through a large volume of people. Actually, when the crowd was asked here for Inner Awakening, Sadashivoham and Shaktipada, how many experienced materialization, literally every single hand went up. That means everyone in the hall, somewhat 200 people, Ma?
No, more than 330.
More than 330 people experienced materialization. Now, that day, the materializations included Vibhuti, which is the sacred ash, Kumkum, which is the red vermilion powder we wear to awaken the third eye, Akshata, which is like a turmeric mixed rice offered as a blessing in temples, and much more. Now, what's materialized? More than 30 people, 39 people that I've personally counted, have materialized pearls, clear gemstones, sterling silver, and much more, including rice paddy, sugar candy. Actually, so many people here must have some kind of a sweet tooth or a sweetness in their being because so many sugar crystals appeared yesterday. It's really cool. So what we're going to do today is introduce you to the Nityananda yogis, who are now starting to materialize solid objects as a lifestyle. But first, I'd like to invite and request Ma Mahayoga to share with us a little bit of the context behind how this is happening through Swamiji's divine grace, and what those who are watching can understand about the possibility for them to also experience this great sacred science.
Great, thank you, Swarupa Priya. Nityanandam, everyone, and welcome to today's satsang. Yesterday was a historic moment for us at Inner Awakening. It marked a real breakthrough for humanity, and I think I went crazy screaming around saying, "Oh my God, our life has changed forever." So please understand, materialization is one of the most complex Shaktis, powers. When Swarupa Priyananda was talking to you about Shaktis, she actually meant Shaktis only happen to you from the space of oneness with the source. What you call as God, what we call as Godel, what we call as Sadashiva, what we experience as Paramahamsa Nityananda. Now, when we are in oneness with Swamiji, His Holiness Bhagwan Paramahamsa Nityananda, an alchemy starts taking place in us. From human, you start becoming more. And that more is what we are trying to squeeze into the word called superhuman. It is not enough. It cannot contain the phenomenon that humanity is being pushed forward into. Yesterday, right after a very powerful initiation by Swamiji in a mandala process, a sacred geometry design, which allows every being seated in it to be aligned to the sacred geometry, the Sri Chakra. Right after that, in about 1 hour, 1.5 hours, we had everyone experiencing different aspects of materialization. For example, some people will experience a deep prickly sensation, and then you'll have some powders materialize on them, or you'll have powders like basma, kumkum, and some of them will have some sweetish water. Only if you taste it, you know. And all of this, understand, it was open palm. And then spots of honey. The whole point is, when they started sitting in Samana Mudra, it is a standard procedure to sit in Vajrasana and Padmasana, and then your hands locked in Samana Mudra, so that you have a womb-like place for the objects to appear. Not really to our surprise, more to our shock, because I was really expecting maybe 1 or 2 people and more of the balasans and all to materialize solid objects, because you need a very strong nervous system to be able to manifest energy turning into matter. It's like quantum physics at its best. What so many quantum physicists have spent their entire lifetime, US spends about $50 billion a year, I heard, just in trying to move an electron from point A to point B, and calling that teleportation or materialization. They do know at our subatomic level we are completely capable of it. But 43 billion years ago, Sadashiva very clearly in the Shaiva Agamas has mentioned how these Shaktis should express through people, and who is needed, which avatar has to happen, at what point humanity will experience these breakthroughs. And now it's just happening. As casually as going and eating lunch or dinner. I have people coming to me day and night saying, Ma Mahayoga, I just materialized sugar candy. I have kumkum, see. Actually, now we need more of us to even check on people. Yesterday, we had at least 39 people who materialized solid objects, either on their person itself, or on their lap, in their vicinity, in their hand, on their shoulder. The whole point is, once the nervous system gets even more stronger, the actual way, like getting it right in the palm of their hand or in their mouth, really large objects, undeniable to people. That starts happening. Now, materialization itself is evolving into a science. What is a science? Something that is undeniably replicatable by anyone, anywhere. And that can evolve at any point. So now, without further ado, I'd like to have the Inner Awakening participants, Sadashivom participants, anyone who experienced the solid object materializing, manifesting, come here and share. Before that, I just wanted to tell you, Inner Awakening is not a program, it is a phenomenon. And it is a presence of Swamiji that makes you manifest. Materialization is nothing but a strong presence of Swamiji happening in you, you realizing the strong presence of Swamiji happening in you, and as a result, experiencing the sacred prasada of him manifesting as these various sacred objects. These objects are equivalent to Swamiji's body itself. The sugar crystals that they manifested, when they eat it, so many unknown things in them will just get healed, simply. When the pearls that they materialize, when they wear it or worship it, they'll be exposed to Swamiji's presence. So with that, let's hand over the stage now to those who are the Sakshi Pramana of this ancient science. Thank you. Stay tuned.
Nityananda, my name is Nitya Lopamudrananda. I'm from Italy. My city is Voghera, close to Milan. I'm here in Bidadi, Adinam, since the last December. And I'm member of the Yogi Sciences, Nityananda Yoga. So I feel really very exciting, and well, to describe what happened yesterday, I don't think that I have really the right words because I'm still really shaking. But I would like just to give you my, I want to say, my way to explain you how it happens and what happened to me yesterday. So when we start the initiation, and we understand that, I understand personally that something was going on, and it was always in my dream to feel this oneness with Swamiji. When start the manifestation, the heat on my body was very, very high. So I was really feel like a lot of fire inside of me. And starting, the feeling was really starting from the Ananda Ganda going to my throat. So at that time, the mind was telling me, oh, wow, now you are going to manifesting through your mouth. Wow, that's beautiful. But suddenly, no, then the mind was going up and down about that. Then I was concentrating on my hands, that I was in a mudra, and as soon I received this unclutch with my hands, very, very tight, and one voice behind me just say, can you feel how much he loves you? So at that time, really, I've been in Varanasi, sitting on a ghat, close to with Swamiji, drinking a coffee. Like one time, Manyanatma Swami tell us. So this was my image, and I keep that time close to me. I don't know how long it was. Suddenly, the voice of Swamiji that was close to me told me, now open your hands and open your mouth. And I told him, Swamiji, nothing is in my hands and nothing is in my mouth. He told me once again, now open your hands and open your mouth. At that time, the Acharya that was conducting the session was telling to all of us, please now slowly open your eyes and don't move. Don't move. We are going to say if around you, on your hands, everywhere, if you materialize, please don't move. So I just carefully opened my hands, and I knew, actually, nothing was there. Then my mouth, I opened my mouth, and I tried to, even with the tongue, looking inside, like, if I have some feelings. No, nothing. So I turn around me, see on the feet, around the chair, my sari, nothing. So my, suddenly, immediately, because actually this was very, very fast, I just turned my head on the left side, and the eyes have been on the arm of the chair. And the arm of the chair was this beautiful emerald. So I've been very surprised and so incredible. I mean, I felt really so much gratitude. Then I really felt like, oh my God, I've been really close to Swamiji. He was really with me. And even now, I wanted to tell you, the feeling that I have inside of me is inexpressible. I think that in Italian, I can have some difficulty to say one single word about that. So, to all of you here, and also to all the other people around the world, is just a matter of love. I believe that it's just the way that is shower us with so much love. And I'm one of the one, yes. So I'm really in love with all of you, and I'm really in love with him. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Nityanandam, everybody. Yesterday I was here describing my experience with materializing Vibhuti on my other hand. Oh, my name is Shrikant Iyer. I live in San Francisco Bay Area, California. I work as a manager of data engineering in Facebook. So today, after that happened, in the afternoon, Swamiji had another initiation. And he asked us to put our Atmalinga again on our naval center. And after the initiation, he said, now you'll all be able to materialize bigger objects, precious stones, and other precious things. Initially, I was slightly skeptical whether it will ever happen through me. But I was but I was, I was there, and I went through the manifesting session conducted by Acharya. I went into oneness with Swamiji, and I was really, going very deep. I was just enjoying the experience so much. I didn't really focus on either, the gemstone or materialization or any such thing. I never even thought of those things. After the session ended, we were asked to open our hands very slowly, and I opened my hands, and I didn't see anything in my hands, but there were some shiny streaks going across, and I was just looking at it. And in front of me, there was a pearl that had materialized, like right where I was sitting. And so then Acharya came, I called the Acharya, he picked it up and showed it to another Acharya, and we confirmed it was this pearl. It's an incredible experience. The materialization itself is just a side effect of your feeling oneness with Swamiji. The oneness is an incredible experience where, those who have experienced it know it's hard to describe, but it's wonderful. And the another amazing aspect of what is happening here is so many people materialize these solid objects. This has never ever happened in history. I don't think in the past 1,000 years so many people in mass have materialized objects. We do have scriptures referencing, one or two people doing these things off, and we also in the recent past have people, have some avatars who have been materializing vibhuti and giving people. But just a gathering of a mass of people who are doing this kind of materialization is incredible. This is the first time in the history it's happening, and it's wonderful to witness that event. The other thing, I'm from Silicon Valley, so I keep thinking about the implication of materialization itself. It's a science and it's reproducible. Swamiji has made it completely reproducible, and I'm sure in the near future, a lot more people will be materializing. And I keep thinking about what are the implications to the overall humanity and planet Earth. Just some of the things we can think about are when you're materializing through your body is intelligent enough to know what it needs and produce it. But if someone else is not materializing, you can materialize things for them or within their body. They don't even need to have any external medication taken. For example, someone has diabetes, and people can materialize insulin, and maybe that will awaken body's intelligence to produce enough insulin and cure them of all the diseases. This is, it's hard to think about what possible applications and implications there are for humanity, but it's going to be pretty huge. That much I can say. Okay, thank you. Nityanandam.
Nityanandam. I'm Bhavani. I come from Kuala Lumpur. I work in an international multinational corporation as an admin manager. I've known Swamiji for 4 years, and this materialization is something that I was aware, but I couldn't comprehend what actually it was. To me, the experience of being oneness was the greatest experience. The outcome, which is the material, which I materialized, is a solidified silver semi-precious metal. So to me, that's an outcome of the oneness that I experienced yesterday. While I was sitting in the mandala, at the end, towards the end, say after about 40 minutes, I suddenly heard a voice within me that Swamiji loves you and he's there always for you. At that point, what happened? I had a vision of Swamiji, and it was a very clear vision. What he did was he handed out his hand to me, and I grabbed. The moment that completed, the Acharya who was there said, slowly open your eyes. And we were sitting in a samana, holding our position as samana mudra. The moment I opened it, the solidified semi-precious metal fell out of my hand. And what happened was the experience, that oneness that I had and the love was there at that point. I could experience it in the level of feeling, the joy, the possibility shift that has happened to me. I now go back to the world that I live in now with this such a tremendous level of knowing me that anything is possible for me. And I also can take this possibility to other people. And I think this is the greatest thing. And the experience of oneness that I had sitting with Swamiji for about 40 minutes was an amazing experience. I invite everyone should come and experience this beautiful experience that you will not get anywhere else. So thank you.
Nityanandam. I'm Srikant Yanamandra, and I'm from Danville, California. That's in the Bay Area. And I work for a major Japanese bank. I manage the IT architecture department and function for their US operations. I'm here with my family, my wife and two wonderful kids for the Sadashivoham program. And the 13-day experience is incredible. Out of that, the first time Swamiji in a large setting conducted the materialization initiation for the first time. And I'm very grateful to be part of that. 2 days ago was the first initiation, and it was very powerful. It was pretty long, 1.5 hours long, and immediately after that, my wife and both my kids started materializing Vibhuti, Kumkum, and Akshata. And yesterday, there was another initiation which was extremely powerful, and Swamiji initiated us into materializing solid objects. And after that, we had the manifestation session to materialize. And during that, I felt Swamiji's presence in me. And it was almost like I was in front of Swamiji, and Swamiji in the Devi Swarupa, with long hair, beautiful, and it was the most amazing moments of my life. It was about 40 minutes. I can never forget that. The session was to materialize solid objects, and I completely forgot about that because I was thinking about Swamiji and the wonderful presence. After the session, we were asked to open our eyes and slowly open our eyes. And when I was still enjoying Swamiji's presence, and I woke myself up from that. And I realized I materialized a pearl, a very shiny, beautiful pearl. And it was not just the presence. This is a wonderful gift from Swamiji for me to be able to materialize. These Shaktis that we are getting, they open up a lot of possibilities. We are so much in tune with using our mind and living with our brains and logic. And for somebody like me to be able to materialize something, it just changes everything. My whole life opens up many, many, many possibilities. I saw that my kids and my wife express Shaktis. This is the first time I'm expressing such a big Shakti. And thank you, Swamiji. I'm really grateful, and thank you for this wonderful experience.
Nityanandam, I'm Marupa, I'm from San Jose, Adinam. I work as a director of engineering at Ericsson. Again, that's with Swamiji's grace. After Kumbh Mela last year, I got promoted to director of engineering. It's all his grace. So, yesterday and day before yesterday, Swamiji gave a powerful initiation on materialization. After the first initiation, as the Acharya was guiding through, I could see a lot of high energy getting into the body and so much of vibration. Kundalini was at its peak, which I never experienced before. And then when a really session was done, manifesting power session was done, I saw Vibhuti on my hand, all over my hand and palm. And yesterday's session was even more beautiful. Swamiji said, now you all can materialize solid objects. Interesting thing happened yesterday morning. As we were manifesting powers session, I saw Swamiji in everybody's third eye. I was only seeing Swamiji everywhere. And one of the participants came in front of me and as part of the partner, and both of us just saw Swamiji in each other. And I wanted to say that I only see Swamiji in you. And she said immediately saying, Ma, I only see Swamiji in you. So that shows the intensity of the initiation for materialization, where Swamiji is happening in every body, every object possible. I could see he is growing inside me. Since yesterday morning, he's just growing taller and taller. And the identity that I carrying as I is diminishing. He's burning the patterns. And as a child, I'm like, oh, my patterns are, like, am I supposed to leave? He's like holding my hand. He's like, no, you come with me. So he's just growing so much. Even today, the whole vibration. During the materialization process, when we were practicing materializing the solid object, it was like, again, very high intense energy. It's more than what it was before. So, lot of Kundalini awakening, high intense energy. And when I was in Samana Mudra, kept in the naval center, I could see the energy gushing like a high electric current gushing into the hands and all over the body. So the beautiful part is, I saw Swamiji's smiling face, and then as I was seeing, there was so much of gratitude that he's doing all this for us, like I'm human, making me superhuman. It's not nothing that I did, it's all that I did is nothing, but he's the one who is doing everything. So as I was just enjoying his smiling face, then I suddenly saw the Kailash mountain in my third eye. And then when I looked at it, okay, he's showing me something that he wants me to see. And then it was a snow mountain, and then I see Swamiji going into the cave, walking into the cave, and then I'm following him, and then he shows me a Sadashiva. So he changes a Sadashiva, and that was the whole experience for me during the entire process. Not worrying about materialization itself, it's about either Swamiji or Sadashiva's face changing. And then I had like so much of immense gratitude all through the process, and then I was just looking, I was at his feet. I was just at his feet doing the puja. And that is why he blessed me with the paddy. It's an unrefined rice. That's his blessing. So yeah, so this is his gift, but there's so much of bliss. I can see the golden light like getting filled, Amrita getting filled, and whole night like there's no sleep. We have to really need to know what we want to do here. So much of bliss energy. And it's like even today morning is like, if I've been in Shaktipada, actually it is the Shaktipada, it is him, direct connection with him. Yeah, it's nothing else, it's just direct connection. And I would say, do nothing, just connect with him. Because even now I'm like, while I was standing, this Kumkum and Vibhuti is materializing. So it's just the direct connection is the one which makes the miracle. Coming back to the regular life, if you really see actually what all miracles can do, like just the direct connection with Swamiji, like so much of energy, so much of time, so much of ability to manifest whatever we want. I see the powerfulness. Like, say for example, if you want to go and take a job in an interview, which I have done multiple times, it's like you can make other person Swamiji and yourself Swamiji. So Swamiji interviewing Swamiji, obviously you get a job. And this is I have the proof. I have gone so many times to attend the job interviews. Even the current job that I applied, I had no skill set. It's just Swamiji interviewing Swamiji. That's all. So the job comes to you. You can manifest the money, you can manifest the job, you can manifest the life. So it's like all that I can see inside me is like, it is only, he has filled me so much with the meditation. It's the biggest breakthrough I have seen in myself, and I don't know what is there in for me today and for all of us. It's simply wonderful. Thank you.
Nityanandam to my Guru, H.H. Paramahamsa Nityananda Swamiji, and to all the viewers. Yesterday we had this process and initiation with our beloved Swamiji, and through his blessings, a sugar crystal was materialized by me. Thank you, Swamiji. To be here, and this program is called Sadashivatva and Shakti Pada. There are a lot of people with various programs here. The Shakti Pada was so powerful, every initiation that we are getting from Swamiji here, like whoever is missing this, I would definitely say that they're really missing this opportunity. It's a great happening here, and I'm very thankful to each and every one of them to have me here, especially to Swamiji. It's so beautiful even to imagine that someone like us and that who can not think of these things can really materialize something. That was a great experience, and I would always say, like, whoever is missing this, please don't wait, just come. Just come. There are many programs happening always here. Do not miss this opportunity. Each and every one on this planet Earth, whoever is connected to Swamiji and who is getting connected to Swamiji, are the blessed beings on this planet Earth. Thank you.
Nityanandam, my name is Dr. Shilpa Anil Kumar. I'm a homeopathic practitioner from Tumkur, India. Me and my family, we are Swamiji's disciples since 2005. My elder son completed 12th last year in Gurukul, and my younger one is a Balasant in Swamiji's Gurukul. Yesterday was a very intense process, and what I experienced was when we were asked to be in Samana Mudra, and I was in Samana Mudra and just prayed to Swamiji that let something materialize from this body. And during the process, I started feeling a tingling sensation in between my hands, and I thought maybe something is materializing. But then I prayed that I should get some kumkum in my hand. But I kept on getting some itching and heat, a lot of heat in between. And what I started visualizing was the oneness feeling that I have been having with Swamiji, and all the moments that I was with Swamiji, and all the wonderful times. And as I kept on visualizing that, the sensation of something happening between my hands was becoming more and more intense. And once the process was over, when the Acharya told us to open our hands, I opened and there was nothing. So I thought, okay, if there's nothing, so be it, I don't know, let whatever happens, happens. Then the Acharya told that we need to look around, all over our body and around us. And I kept on looking and there was nothing. And then all the people who were materializing were called to the front and to show whatever they materialized. And I was seeing. And then again I saw, and suddenly I saw sugar in the sugar candy just in front of me. I was so excited. I just ran to the front to show the sugar candy that I got, and I'm really very grateful to Swamiji for that. And being with Swamiji since 2005 has only made our lives more and more better and sweeter, just like the sugar. Thank you so much, Swamiji.
Nityanandam, my name is Seema and I come from Hyderabad and I'm a travel agent by profession. And I'm associated and connected with Swamiji from last 8 years. Each day that passes with him is more and more beautiful. And what I can say about the sessions what we have gone through in the last few days, the initiations what we got are extremely energetic. And the one which we attended yesterday was like, it was intense vibration and intense energy experience that happened in us. And as Acharya was guiding us, like you'll feel so much of vibration in your hands and intensity and heat in your body. That was what we were I was feeling about it. And once the session was over, she said, you just stay cool. Stay where you are because you might find it on your clothes or it can be in your hair. It can be anywhere around. Just be cool with it. So in my hands, I couldn't see anything. But then something was saying that there is such strong vibration, it has to be there around. Then I started searching and I found it on my clothes. And what I materialized was sugar candy. And the moment my Acharya saw that, she said, now your life is going to become more and more sweet and more happy. So I felt so. Thank you, Swamiji, for all these beautiful experiences. And if what I feel is, if this is possible, waiting for many more possibilities and many more surprises to come in life. And it's like waiting for a blast to happen. Thank you so much.
I am Pushpa Vohra. My spiritual name is Prema Manjari. I am a retired teacher. And in 2007, my daughter joined Nitya Kavya Rupani Swamiji. She met Swamiji and she was so much interested. She used to bring books for me, The Guaranteed Solution, then Jivan Mukti. That changed my life, though I didn't see him by that time, but I was all for him. He is my guru, father, mother, everything. He is guiding me always, and he is with me. Thank you very much. I'm very sorry, I was so much excited. The main thing I didn't tell you, that I have materialized sugar candy. Thank you.
Nityanandam. My name is Sukanya Suresh. I am coming from Chennai. So much gratitude, Swamiji. So much. While that initiation, while Swamiji is giving initiation, I felt so much love on myself, showering love, continuously showering love. I never experienced this love before. So, amazing experience. So, throughout that experience, I just feel that healing in my body. So that cognition, so much powerful cognition happened. That intelligence came, so much blissful. So while so surprising thing happened to me, same time my husband also experienced so much energy. That full 1 hour, I am here, he was somewhere. So same time, he also experienced so much energy. So happy. So I materialized sugar candy. Just Swamiji is telling into my ears. Swamiji is telling into my ears, look friend. And just opening my eyes, looking friend, it was sugar candy. So awesome. Thank you so much, Swamiji. Thank you.
Nityanandam. My name is Manitya Nageshwarananda. I work as an IT manager in a medical university, and I'm coming from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, for this 10 days program. Well, I've heard a lot of people say materialization. Okay, I had the idea of, from others, you can materialize things, but least expected that I was materializing. Actually, yesterday when the Acharya said, just go having connection with the Master, or whatever, how you want to connect to the Master, which is Swamiji, all I could see myself, I just wanted to connect and have that feeling with him. That is all. I was not even thinking about anything to be materialized. The real deep connection that I had. I actually was full of tears. I was crying and crying, full of gratitude towards him that I've met you back. Without knowing the reason, I said, I'm here with you. Reason. That deep connection feeling just take away everything that I felt, that real deep silent feeling, joy, bliss. I can't even describe. Even I feel like crying now. The way I experienced Swamiji in me at that moment was too beautiful until I was taken. My visualizers was my own Atma Linga. And that takes me to actually Tiruvannamalai. I was like, my body got so heated up and I was like practically crying and crying. I said, Swamiji always say, tell Arunachala I'll be always there. So I was like, I'm seeing this, I'm seeing Swamiji and everything. He was physically appearing in my space that took away from everything. Then I went into that moment, felt it for almost 20 to 25 minutes, and I could not sit, and I wanted to reposition myself. So the intensity of the energy was too high. I actually fell to the back of the person who was behind my row. So I woke up and sat back and continued the connection with Swamiji, and I enjoyed it. So after the certain duration, the Acharya said, start opening your eyes and slowly do not move. And I saw nothing was around me and I did not materialize. Then I said, it's fine. I had the deep feeling connection which was beyond words. It was beyond anything else, having the love of a guru. That is what I felt at that moment, the guru devotion, seeing Sadashiva in Swamiji itself. I was like, wow, this is the most beautiful. So I just smiled to myself. I said, oh, it's nice to see so many people materializing. And I turned back and I saw my sister, who just now who spoke, Bhavani. She was like, I materialized. I said, good. And then I just walked back to continue to whatever it is. The person who sat behind me came to my sister and gave it, that's your sister, what she materialized. That's the item that I actually had it on that, which is the sugar crystal. Actually, there was nothing that I actually wanted to or what. The only word that went into my consciousness at that moment, what the Acharya said, having connection with the master. That's the only word was I wanted to have that feeling. I do get during puja time, but it doesn't last very long. But yesterday, it was like long lasting. I wanted to have this feeling forever within me. And I know I can have it forever now. That is the feeling that I wanted all the time. So all the impossibility, all the pains. Today was like such a nice day, waking up on time, coming, and I'm the one who don't smile. Let me be very honest, I don't smile easily. I actually smiled to many people this morning. I was wondering what's the change in me. So then I could do certain yoga steps which I normally will give up. I was like, oh, I can't move. I could move. Everything started changing. I was like, wow, what a beautiful day. That's how it started. So it's not very much on, it's feeling connection and feeling Sadashiva in you. That's you. That's what I felt. That's what I would share. Thank you, Nityanandam.
My name is Srinitalesh. I'm from grade 4. I'm from Shaktipada. And during the materialization process, I materialized a sugar crystal.
How did it feel to materialize that sugar candy? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Did you feel that oneness with Swamiji?
Yes.
Okay, so what was that like? If somebody has never felt one with Swamiji, what was that like to you? Did you feel happy?
Yes.
Okay. Did you feel excited when you saw that sugar candy?
Yeah.
Did you feel anything else? Do you want to do this again?
No.
No? I don't mean do you want to stand on stage again. I mean, do you want to materialize something again?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Actually, yesterday there's something I'd like to share. While the Shaktipada participants are here, we're also spending a lot of time together doing a sacred process called causing. And what that means is people around the world who want to achieve, who want to experience Swamiji's presence in their life, we call them and we help them make that a reality. So we sit all together in a place called the Causing Garbha Mandir, and actually he and I had a nice chat yesterday, didn't we? Because as soon as we started causing, he experienced a large quantity of vibhuti materializing on his hands. Did that also feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah? So it's not just when we sit in the sessions here, this oneness with Swamiji that everyone is experiencing. It's even happening outside of this hall, outside of this sabha. Throughout the day, as Ma Mahayoga had mentioned, people are coming up to us, showing their hands, saying, look at this kumkum, look at this vibhuti, look at this turmeric, look at this sandal paste. It's really exciting. So what would you have to say? Maybe if there are some other kids watching this, do you think they'd have fun if they come? If other kids come here? You think it would be nice for them to meet Swamiji?
Yeah.
And to get this oneness?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So actually, the time is now already past 9 o'clock, which means that's our hour. But I just want to show all of you how many people materialized solid objects yesterday. I'm sure there will be many, many more today and in days to come. But just to give you an idea, the volume of participants experiencing this Shakti, I'd like to invite everyone else to just come join us on stage and hold up what they materialized. And tomorrow, actually, each one will share individually. For now, you can just get an idea of the scope of this power.
Yes, so everyone who materialized solid objects, please stand up on stage. Please move in. Let everyone see you.
आनन्दमानन्दं नित्यानन्दमे नित्यानन्दमानन्दं नित्यानन्दमे आनन्दमानन्दं नित्यानन्दमे नित्यानन्दमानन्दं नित्यानन्दमे 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 गोविन्द गोपाल केशव माधव नारायण राजीव लोचन आदि सनातन नित्यानन्दमानन्दमानन्दं नित्यानन्दमे नित्यानन्दमानन्दं नित्यानन्दमे 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 गोविन्द गोपाल केशव माधव नारायण राजीव लोचन आदि सनातन नित्यानन्दमानन्दमानन्दं नित्यानन्दमे नित्यानन्दमानन्दं नित्यानन्दमे.
So actually, this is really just the very beginning. Only the day Swamiji gave the initiation to manifest, materialize solid objects, so many, I think more than half the Inner Awakening group, more than half the number of Inner Awakening participants have already materialized solid objects, with literally everyone experiencing some form of materialization. This is truly a groundbreaking, life-changing moment. Not only for those who are standing on stage, not only for those who are already devotees of Swamiji, but for the entire world. If this is possible, truly nothing is impossible. So if you're watching this from somewhere in the world and you're thinking it's just too amazing for semi-precious gemstones and metals and pearls and patties. See, understand the materialization is such that these items, they materialize out of the very ether. The structure, as Maha Yoga was explaining so beautifully, the way these objects just materialize, it's something beyond what we can understand in any form of science scripture, in any form of science text. It's something only revealed by Sadashiva in the ancient agamas, but the applications going forward are huge. So I feel like anybody who's researching solutions for world hunger should be here researching how the paddy has just formed. Anybody who's interested in curing diabetes, as Shrikant had mentioned, should be here to see how it's possible we can just simply materialize insulin into someone. Anyone who's interested in scientific research in any way, I think now is the time to get here, because being among the first to research this phenomena will be something that can make your career and also make history. I think the last thing anyone should do is procrastinate and wait, and come maybe later this year when we have 10,000 people doing it. By then it's going to be too huge, you won't get the personal interaction. Come now while it's still fresh, and enjoy. And if you're seeing this and you're feeling like you also want to be someone materializing, you want to experience this manifestation for yourself, the next Inner Awakening program begins on July 25th. Really don't miss it. Who knows, if Swamiji has done this much now, what he's going to do next time, it's anybody's guess.
And I also wanted to give another heads up. Now itself, if all of this materialization all is happening, the other day, few of us, very intimate group, we sat around Swamiji and we were asking, Swamiji, if materialization is happening so casually in people now, then what on earth is going to happen during Mahasadashivoham in December, which is our largest master program that happens every year? He just said, well, that was his answer, but that revealed a lot. And I wanted to say, he's preparing all of us, Adinavasis and the people who are constantly living in his presence, to experience 11 dimensions of us access other planets. So the other day I was telling Swarupa Priya, you know what? It's not just going to be about Adinams around the planet, programs happening around the planet. We are the people who exist across the universe. So it's going to be programs happening across the universe, across the cosmos, various different planets, various different Adinavasis, and access to all of them. Because Swamiji is very clear about one thing. The Sanatana Hindu Dharma was the only tradition where, since time immemorial, people always had access to these various planes, to the various planes of existence, to the various dimensions in which they existed. That is why it was so easy for someone in those days, like a big king, to just appear in Vaikunta and take the darshan of Mahavishnu, or to just go to Kailash and take the darshan of Sadashiva. So that is where we are all headed. If I were you, or if we were you, we're not going to say, pack your bags and come. We're just going to say, be intelligent and enjoy life. Thank you.
Actually, it's not even a matter of saying if we were you. We are you. That's why we came for Inner Awakening. That's why we've become Adi Navasis. And I look forward to seeing all of you here as well.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Sadguru Padukarpanamastu Om Nityanandam